All right, what's going on, you guys? Brian here with a real quick Tna Sacrifice 2025 recap. What a shocking ending to Sacrifice to close out the show. I'll get into that in just a little bit. But on the pre-show, we saw First Class, Casey Navarro and AJ Francis picking up the win in tag team competition over, I believe Octagon Jr. and Laredo Kid. That was on the countdown to Sacrifice. Then the street fight between Mance Warner and Sami Callihan started on the pre-show or on the countdown to Sacrifice and continued into the main show. That was the opening match of the main show. It was Mance Warner defeating Sami Callihan in a street fight. One point during this match, both guys brought out staple guns, and Sami Callihan actually stapled Mance Warner's tongue to the top turnbuckle of one of the corners of the ring, and I was like, "Here we go again. All right, who's gonna, I mean, these, So, but Mance Warner picked up the win when Steph DeLander got involved, throwing powder into Callahan's eyes, and then that allowed Mance Warner to pick up the win. Tessa Blanchard defeated Lei Ying Lee in a really competitive matchup. Hats off to both women. Then we saw in a 6-man tag team match that was contested under Lucha Libre rules, which meant if one of the participants ended up outside of the ring, they didn't know, their partners did not need to make a tag. One of their partners could just come into the ring. It was the Rascals, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz, teaming up with Ace Austin to defeat Wes Lee, Tyson DuPont, and Tyreek Igwe of NXT. So that was another big victory for the Rascals and Ace Austin. Steve Macklin defeated Frankie Kazarian with the help of Eric Young, who was at ringside on commentary for this matchup. We have new TNA Knockouts tag team champions as Ash and Heather by Elegance, along with the personal concierge, defeated Spitfire to become the new champions. They would then be interrupted. Their celebration would be then interrupted by Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend of NXT. So apparently, and from what I've was seeing on social media, was that it looks like maybe Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson are going to be targeting the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, with this partnership with TNA and NXT, where NXT people are appearing on TNA shows and TNA people are appearing on NXT shows, it could happen. But let's see what else. We also saw Mustafa Ali, with the help of the Great Hands and Tasha Steelz, defeating Mike Santana. These two will actually be facing off again in a rematch this Thursday night on Impact on Access TV. And this time, Tasha Steelz and the Great Hands will be banned from ringside. That is a big match already signed for this Thursday night. Masha Slamovich is still the TNA Knockouts World Champion. She defeated NXT's Cora Jade in a really great contest. Moose is still the X Division Champion, defeating Jeff Hardy in a ladder match to retain the X Division Championship. And the main event was the 10-man tag team steel cage match that was basically like a War Games match where one participant from each team would start the match, and then every minute, I think it was, another person would come in. Of course, it was the System, Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and JDC teaming up with, I think it was Orlando and Eddie Colon, the Colones, and they took on Matt Hardy, TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, Nick Nemeth, who was coming back from suspension, Leon Slater, and Elijah. And it was Matt Hardy, Joe Hendry, Nick Nemeth, Leon Slater, and Elijah picking up the win in the 10-man tag team steel cage match when Matt Hardy hit 2 Twist of Fates on JDC. And one of them, he used a steel chair and wrapped it around JDC's throat and hit the Twist of Fate, and that was what caused the victory. Then something shocking, or if I would say so, or you could have seen it coming from a mile away. Ryan Nemeth, Nick Nemeth's brother, came to ringside during the match, cheering on the team of, Hardy and them and everything else. Then when Leon Slater, Joe Hendry, and Elijah left the ring, Nick Nemeth and Matt Hardy were still in the ring. Ryan Nemeth came in with a chain and a lock, and he locked the cage door. Then all of a sudden, Nick Nemeth hit the danger zone on Matt Hardy, and then it turned into a double team of Ryan and Nick Nemeth, double teaming Matt Hardy, beating him down. Elijah, Joe Hendry, Leon Slater tried to get in the cage. They tried to climb over, but they kept getting stopped by Ryan and Nick Nemeth. And the pay-per-view, the event went off the air with Nick Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth beating up on Matt Hardy. So, we'll have to wait and see what the fallout will be from these actions this Thursday night on Impact. So I cannot wait to see this Thursday night to witness the fallout. My overall thoughts on Sacrifice is I thought it was another really good show from TNA. A couple of good matches. I really liked the Tessa Blanchard and Lei Ying Lee matchup. I thought that the 10-man tag team main event was really good. There was a couple other good matches on this show, but overall, like I said, another good showing for TNA for TNA. It was in El Paso, Texas, so they really wanted to do a good show. So, and I thought they really delivered. But cannot wait to see what the fallout is. Tomorrow night is night 2 of Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling's Mayhem event. Also tomorrow night, House of Glory has a big event on Triller TV called City of Dreams 2025 that will feature an appearance by Mercedes Moné. Just to throw that out there. That happens tomorrow night. GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, has a big event happening tomorrow night as well on Triller TV called Ashes to Ashes, live from the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That's going to be coming on Triller TV at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So 3 big events. Also Collision on TNT, I believe it is, as well as streaming on Max as well. So a lot of wrestling to look forward to tomorrow night. But this has been my TNA Sacrifice 2025 recap. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time. See ya.